just too lavish. I'm 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 just too lavish.
Men are so predictable. Hey, girl. Look at her. She's a bad man. If you need to reach me today, Jason knows where to find me. Just as fine as she can be. Hey, she's a bad man. Just as fine as she. You don't want shit, you ain't got shit, and you ain't never gonna be shit. You know who the fuck I am? I know who you were. Ricky, what are you doing? Ricky, I'ma toss this motherfucker. Well, now what? Now what?
Frankie, don't play with your dog like that. Frankie, don't play with your dog like that.
Apologize.
Get on your phone. Down, dirty bird right there. I have a feeling that she.
But Vivica, did you say that?
No,
She
Mr.
just
Trump, I haven't
said-
tweeted.
I don't think you would probably say that about yourself.
Her phone was stolen.
And my
She's
phone was
funny. I
stolen,
think
Mr.
she
Trump.
was
I'm
saying
telling
it
you.
in a
And
funny
you know why
way.
she would know how to do something
No, wait a
like
minute.
that?
So you're saying
Because-
your phone was stolen
Absolutely.
and somebody else did that?
Absolutely.
That's a far-fetched
Trump,
story.
I have a brand, okay? Like, what did Mr.
We all
Geraldo
have a
Rivera
brand.
say right there?
Her phone
and my
was stolen.
phone was stolen.
Or at least it was
I
missing.
have, Mr.
We were
Chief,
all-
now
It was
I'm gonna fight for
missing.
myself right here, because
Who
I
do you
got
think
to.
stole it?
Okay, that one.
Oh, I stole
Out
your
of
phone.
everything
Oh, come
that
on.
was in there,
Mr. Trump,
you can ask
I don't need
Mr.
to
Trump.
steal her phone. Really?
Mr. Trump, I have
Are
a
you
brand.
serious? We all.
Let's tap into this millionaire's mind.
How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you? All right, welcome to the Young Millionaire's Mind. My name is Rashad, and I'm here with Miss Vivica Fox.
Hey, how you doing?
And welcome to the Young Millionaire's Mind, and thank you for coming.
You are so very welcome.
All right. So, Ms. Vivica, we're here to talk to you about branding yourself and how important it is to brand yourself as a business person and as an actress.
Yes.
So how important was it for you to brand yourself as an actress?
Branding for me has been a wonderful new chapter that has basically made my career a lot easier for me. And why I say that is that you have to realize for the African American community how much we influence the way people dance, the way they talk, the way they dress, the way they style their hair. And I've watched a lot of people with branding like Puffy, Jennifer Lopez, that were huge influences that got more than just one check.
Right.
And that's the way that I look at that. It's getting more than one check. So for me, what really helped me a lot was the Vivica Fox hair collection. I had no idea when the Vivica Fox hair collection was basically put in my lap. I didn't have to audition. I didn't have to apply for the job. What happened is that 10 years ago, I took over for Beverly Johnson, who had the Beverly Johnson hair collection. She decided she didn't want to do it anymore. And as much money as I have spent on wigs and weaves, I was like, this is a good fit for me. And every once in a while, I might get a free hairdo. So, but I had no idea that the hair industry is $1 billion a year franchise. So we did our homework on that. My business partner, Lita Richardson, brought this beautiful blessing into my life. And I'll never forget that there were some people that when I first decided, because it was 10 years ago and I was still kind of like the hot chick, you know, the ingenue chick, and everybody's like, oh, now she's selling wigs. What's she doing selling wigs now? Not realizing that it's $1 billion a year franchise. And people are like, oh, her career is over. And now everyone is trying to sell wigs and get into the hair game. So branding for me, especially when it came to the Vivica Fox hair collection, was a true blessing for me. It's made my life much more comfortable, and now I can handpick the jobs that I want to do.
Well, always something that's good to hear.
Yes.
So just looking back at how your career started,
Yes.
how did you want the world to see Vivica Fox?
When I first started as an actress, gosh, I just wanted to be taken seriously. It's kind of like a curse and a blessing to be good looking, because when you're good looking in a business, because I used to model before, they would never think that I had been through anything. So I wouldn't get auditions because they said, oh, she's too good looking. I don't believe she's from the hood. Oh, she's too good looking. I don't believe, not knowing I'm hood as it gets. I saw you laughing at that one. I grew up 2 blocks from the project, so it was difficult, and I didn't get my street cred, honestly, until I did set it off.
Right.
When I did set it off, people was like, oh, snap, I didn't know pretty girl could get ghetto over there. So I got my street cred when I did set it off. So, and then after that, all of the films literally started falling into my lap. Why the Fools Fall in Love, Kill Bill. I started greenlighting television shows where I was executive producer as well as star of it, which meant I got two checks. Say that again with me. Two checks. Yes.
All right, so speaking of you being an actress,
Yes.
Of all the roles that you've taken, which one do you think have helped your brand or could have hurt your brand?
What roles have definitely helped my brand was Two Can Play That Game. Two Can Play That Game was like a romantic comedy that we did where, you know, it was nice to see African Americans be classy, live in beautiful homes like this, drive a Jaguar. That definitely helped the brand because, you know, people was like, oh my gosh, she's fly, she dresses, the hair, everything just started really falling into place. I really try not to say any of the movies that I've done has hurt my brand. Some of the choices that I have made personally in life may have hurt my brand just a little bit, or, you know, but they always say that sometimes bad press is just as good as good press because people are talking about you. But I do have to make sure that I protect the brand and make better choices and not go on Twitter rants and not cuss people out on Twitter and hurt my brand. But sometimes I ain't the one to be messed with because I will clap back on you.
Let them know.
Yes.
All right, so how did you go about deciding what roles would be the best one for the brand that you were looking to build?
Well, I always try to grow as an actress for the brand of Vivica Fox. I love that besides acting, that I produce. In time, a lot of people have asked me to direct, which I'm going to direct a video coming up in 2 weeks for a young rap artist that I have a lot of faith in named T. Hobbs. And it's going to be my directorial debut. So what you try to do is that you try to make sure that each chapter is a new chapter and that the brand continues to grow, that you surprise people with your choices, that you don't keep on doing the same role or make the same choices over and over again, because you can only play the same role or make the same choices before people get tired of it.
Right. All right, so now let's look into your net worth.
Yes.
Right now you're valued at about $6 million.
Damn, really?
You're getting that check, you're getting that bread.
I'm getting 2 checks.
Right. All right, so what are some of the corporate sponsors that you've had?
Some of the corporate sponsors that I've had, wow, with the Vivica Fox hair collection. I have Vivica Fox with Poetic Justice jeans on a lot of my movies and things like that. I've worked with Fox. I've worked with, geez, a little bit of everybody from Sony to Warner Brothers, some alcohol sponsors and stuff like that. So I've been very, very blessed. I've always felt that versatility has equaled the key to my longevity, that I can do stage plays, that I can do movies, that I can do branding. It's helped the brand to grow and last for as long as what it has.
Okay. So now speaking back to the Vivica Fox hair collection, you've
Yes.
been doing that for about 10 years now.
Yeah.
How's it been working as the boss in the beauty industry?
Oh, it's awesome. I love when I drive up, you know, because I go to the beauty supplies and I go check on my brand, but I always go like, you know, undercover in my warm-up suit, my baseball cap. And it's a wonderful feeling to drive up to a building and to see your face on the entire side of the building, or to walk into a store and to see like, oh my gosh, that's me, little old me from Indianapolis, Indiana. Look at the brand of Vivica Fox and how large it is. What I'd love to do in the future with the brand, though, is I'd like to take it international. I'd like to take it to South Africa. I'd like to take it to Jamaica. I'd like to take it across the waters, but we're extremely successful in America. We've sold over $10 million worth of products. So life is good.
Yeah, I know I've gone to beauty supply stores, and when I see it displayed, I'm like, dang, she got like half of the whole store is just straight Vivica Fox, Vivica Fox wigs, Vivica Fox extensions. So clearly you're doing a really good job of branding yourself with the Vivica Fox hair collection.
And I have to thank my company, Amacor Productions. Amacor Productions has been based in Philadelphia for the last 25 years, and they're run by Asians. But what I do love is that we're starting to incorporate a lot more nationalities, because I think that was a big fault of the hair industry, that we all didn't realize how much money African Americans spend on hair products, and that we weren't reaping the full benefits of that billion-dollar pie. Well, now at that Vivica Fox collection, it's like fully integrated. Our key hairstylist is African American. Every year for Christmas, I send them all big presents and stuff like that, and they all send me back pictures of all of them, and it warms my heart to see that it's integrated.
All right, so you have the Vivica Fox hair collection.
Yes.
But then you just started the Poetic Justice jeans and your
Yes.
eyelash collection.
Yes.
All right, so what motivated you to start those two lines?
Gosh, I love fashion. I've always wanted to have my own clothing line. I mean, when you go into stores and you see Jessica Simpson, who has made close to $1 billion. I mean, Jessica doesn't even have to sing or act no more.
Right.
She's like, baby, I'll just put out some clothes and some shoes, and it's all good. I can hang out with my babies. And I think that that's wonderful. Watching Jennifer Lopez. My main goal is I'd like to be like Sean John and have that big billboard in Times Square. Remember when Sean John had the big with the hand up? Yeah, that was so fly. Yeah, I'd love to have Poetic Justice there. So we're working on it. Poetic Justice is a affordable clothing line for girls with curves. I believe that girls with curves, they want to be fashionable, they want to dress in the latest trends, and they want it to be affordable. And that's what the Vivica Fox by Poetic Justice Jeans service clothing line services.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm a firm believer in the law of attraction. If you believe you can achieve it, so all you
Exactly.
gotta do is continue to put forth the work and the effort, and your dream of having Poetic Justice that big is gonna happen.
All right.
All right.
From your lips up to God and right back down to that, them cash registers.
All right, so going back to Hollywood, reality TV has taken over.
Yes.
It took actors out of the acting role
Yes.
and give people who really didn't have any background in Hollywood the opportunity to make it on the big screen. So
It's
instead
lasted way longer than what I thought it would.
Right. So
Okay.
instead of you taking the opportunity to go from traditional acting to being in front of the reality TV camera, you decided to co-host shows. As
Yes.
far as like the reunion show, the Big Rich Texas. You hosted Glam Guide. And
Jersey
you also
Licious.
competed on
Celebrity Apprentice,
So-
where I finished in the top 3 out of
Top
60
three.
contestants.
Top three.
Made $70,000 from a charity.
Killed it.
Had an epic boardroom showdown with Toxic Trick.
Oh, we all know King wasn't ready for Vivica Fox. No, Angie Fox.
Say that.
Angie
Angie
Fox.
Fox
They weren't
showed
ready
up.
for Angie.
Angie Fox. All right, say that, cousin.
How has taking part in that show helped your career?
Well, when I decided to, like you said, reality shows took over. So I always try to figure out, instead of being a hater, how to be a congratulator. How can I fit into that market and it's comfortable for me? So I did Dancing with the Stars. Before Dancing with the Stars was, the names came to Dancing with the Stars. Now everybody's doing Dancing with the Stars. You have to look at the brand. What's the visibility of that brand? Dancing with the Stars has 28 million viewers every week.
Wow.
Right. Celebrity Apprentice. I was at a stage in my career where I needed people to see me as a businesswoman. I think a lot of people had got caught up in my lifestyle and who I was dating and my love life and all that other drama that they forgot that I'm a good businesswoman. There's a reason why I've been acting for over 20 years and why the brand of Vivica Fox is still here. So I had to reinvent myself and not be afraid to reinvent myself. When I hosted the shows, I wasn't going to go on the show and get drunk and throw, I just think that's just not me. So I host reunion shows and watch them get drunk and throw drinks at each other and be like, girl, time out, flag on the play. And it would be fun for me, but it still kept me in pop culture. Now I have a new show that's going to be coming out, which is somewhat kind of like a reality show called Vivica's Black Magic, where I take 8 male exotic dancers on a journey of getting them a residency in Las Vegas. And so what I love about this show is that I'm the head chick in charge. I'm the boss. I get to expose the brand, my hair collection, my clothing collection, and I get to give young artists exposure. So it's kind of like a win-win situation for me. So you just have to figure out how, if a business is evolving and changing, how do you change and evolve with it?
Right. So would you do it again if they did a second round of Celebrity Apprentice?
No.
Why not?
No, I'm through with Trump. Yeah, Trump the chump, and I have no desire. That's 5.5 weeks of my life. I would never get back. It was very challenging, and I mean, I'll never forget the first week or two. I wanted to quit because I just wasn't used to being around that element of people. It was around, you know, the Kenyas and some of the other reality stars that were very conniving and manipulative, and that was a different animal for me. So it's not my preference. I wouldn't be on Celebrity All Stars.
Okay.
Not gonna happen.com.
All right, not gonna.
No.
All right, so one of the big roles you got out of Celebrity Apprentice was Empire.
Yes.
All right, so how is Vivica Fox gonna move forward with Empire?
Wow, Empire for me was a blessing, and you're right, I got that because Lee Daniels saw that epic boardroom showdown that I had, and hit me afterwards and was like, bitch, yes, I got to have you on my show. And so Empire, #1 show that's out there right now, he said, do you have a problem playing Cookie's older sister? I was like, you know, once again, get in where you fit in, you know your place, play your position, and stay your lane. You never know what job you may take that leads to a new adventure and a new blessing. So now I'm on that show, and now I'm getting offered other television shows. So I love being on Empire and working with them, but it is a direct result of Celebrity Apprentice.
And recently, you just made history, being the first Black female president in a movie.
Yes.
How has that been for you?
Well, I head to Baltimore at the end of the month to film it, and believe it or not, I had no idea because I got the role, but I was on the road finishing up another project, and my agent hit me and was like, "Hey, a friend of mine, we pitched you to be president of the United States. Would you want to do it?" I was like, "Bad, could close that deal." And then all of a sudden it got out, and everybody was like, "Do you realize you're making history?" And I was like, "Doing." And I didn't even realize it because right now I've been heavily involved with helping Hillary campaign, and I've been out there stomping the grounds for her and campaigning her. And in my life, I've been able to witness the first African-American president, Barack Obama, who I campaigned for. And now, hopefully, and I have a feeling that we will get to experience the first female president. So it was a perfect timing that in a movie, not only did they see the president as a woman, but as an African-American woman. And it's important and wonderful because now our young girls, African-American young girls, can watch these kind of roles and say, hey, I too can grow up and be president. So it's definitely an honor and a privilege and a role that I will take seriously.
Now,
And show up and show out.
like you always do,
Yes.
set it off. One more time. All right, so the directors, quote from one of the directors said, when my producer brought the idea of Vivica in the role, it was a lightning bolt. It was a fantastic idea. Someone who could light up a room but also has commanding presence. Our president is positive and proactive, not on the grim figure as he's usually portrayed in these type of movies.
Yes.
How do you feel about that?
Oh, it was such a compliment from the director to say that, it was like a eureka moment for them. It just warms my heart. It lets me know that all of the hard work and all of the seeds that I planted, that it's finally being appreciated. Like, some days I wake up lately and I just pinch myself at just how good life is. But it's taken a lot of hard work. I mean, I've been doing this for over 20 years and sleeping on planes and lack of sleep and doing jobs that I really didn't care to do, but figuring it out. And now it's like, whoo, it's like all good.
That's good.
Yeah.
We're going to thank Ms. Vivica Fox for coming to the Young Millionaires Mind. Ms. Vivica, can you please give them your social?
Oh, absolutely. You can find me, and I got my official check. I'm verified. On Instagram, I'm at MSVFox, and on Twitter, I'm at Miss Vivica Fox. Also, if you want to stay updated on the latest and greatest that's going on with me, please go to vivicafox.com.
And you can follow me at Blame It On Shot on Instagram and on Twitter. And make sure you follow the blog Young Millionaires Mind on Instagram.
Branding is absolutely a beautiful thing. I have been very successful with branding with the Vivica Fox hair collection and now starting my own clothing line. There's definitely rules when it comes to branding though. You have to make sure that there is a demand for your brand. Make sure that you do your homework. Make sure that you have investors. Better yet, know that you got to spend money to make money. So if you've saved up some money and you can invest in your own brand, guess what? You're going to reap all the benefits. Take your time, do your homework. And if you have people that work with you, make sure that you can trust them.
I wanted to travel this country and travel the world. I wanted what it looked like, but I ain't necessarily want what it feels like. And when I started understanding that in order for me to get what I want, I got to go through the go-through. I had to stop telling my story because nobody cares about your story until you can tell them how you came through your story.
Yeah, and I poured a lean into the fountain. Drink all these racks on me, I feel like stunner. Shouted down, I was flexing. Yeah, I know she did till she seen me pull up with the flag.